All viruses are made up of two kinds of substance. First, all viruses contain proteins. Proteins are chemical substances that occur in all living creatures. A particle, or molecule, of a protein consists of a long chain of substances called amino acids. There are about 20 different kinds of amino acid in proteins.
Although a garbage dump may lack the attraction of the Forum or Colosseum, I have come to Rome to meet the team excavating Monte Testaccio and to learn how scholars are using its evidence to understand the ancient Roman economy. As the modern global economy depends on light sweet crude, so too the ancient Romans depended on olive oil.
Although scholars worked at Monte Testaccio beginning in the late 19th century, it's only within the past 30 years that they have embraced the role amphoras can play in understanding the nature of the Roman imperial economy. According to Remessel, the main challenge archaeologists and economic historians face is the lack of serial documentation, that is, documents for consecutive years that reflect a true chronology.
Although some of the strongest and most physically developed human beings ever to have lived acquired their abilities through the use of sophisticated calisthenics, a great deal of this knowledge was discarded and the method was reduced to nothing more than an easily accessible and readily available activity.
Although there is a great deal of variation within each gender, on the average, men and women discuss a surprisingly different range of topics. According to some studies, women and men ranging in age from 17 to 80 described the range of topics each discussed with friends of the same gender.
Alzheimer's is one of the most disabling neurocognitive diseases. A person diagnosed with Alzheimer's slowly loses cognitive function and ultimately becomes entirely dependent upon the caregivers. Caregivers must help the patient in everyday activities ranging from walking to cooking, eating, and so on. In most caregiving facilities, a single caregiver often handles more than one patient, which results in caregiver burnout.
An article appeared on the Alzheimers.net webpage summarized several key pieces of equipment available to dementia patients. The technologies listed in this article fall under the category of assistive technologies, as their goal is to enable the patient to perform everyday tasks on their own.
An environment of rapid change, technological innovations and increasing business competitiveness has highlighted the growing importance of management development. In particular, the general movement towards great employee involvement in making things happen through people has emphasized an integrating rather than a controlling style of management.
An escape plan can help every member of a family get out of a burning house. The idea is to get outside quickly and safely. Smoke from a fire can make it hard to see where things are, so it's important to learn and remember the different ways out of your home. How many exits are there? How do you get to them from your room? It's a good idea to have your family draw a map of the escape plan.
An ultralight airplane is very different from a conventional airplane. It looks like a lawn chair with wings, weighs no more than 254 pounds, flies up to 60 miles an hour, and carries about 5 gallons of fuel. Most ultralights are sold as kits and take about 40 hours to assemble. Flying an ultralight airplane is so easy that a pilot with no experience can fly one.
Aristotle, who lived from 384 BC to 322 BC, taught that the heart contained the intelligence. Except for a few guesses like this, he observed carefully. He described the habits and the bodily structure, anatomy, of many animals, birds and fish. Another Greek, Galen, who lived in the 2nd century AD, performed biological experiments.
As female southern pied babblers age, they tend to have more chicks every year, and to become less intelligent, according to Australian and international researchers. They put 38 of the wild birds through a series of cognitive tests, and say females appeared to be worse at the tasks if they were older.
As the inventor of alternating current technology, Nikola Tesla played a paramount role in the electricity used to power the entire world. Tesla also worked diligently on a dream of supplying electrical power without wires. Thomas Edison was also instrumental in shaping society today with his inventions. Edison's design of the inside of the light bulb was the crucial key to making a light that would stay lit for hours instead of going out almost immediately.
As Victoria's initial COVID-19 lockdown extended to an ongoing lockdown in 2020, families in Victoria reported further job and income losses, and poorer mental health, according to Australian research.
As we progress into the 21st century, communications are becoming faster and faster. Think of millions of different media images you are bombarded with every day. It is as important now to be able to read and make sense of those images, as it has been to be able to read ordinary text.
Association between meatless diet and depression. participants who excluded meat from their diet were found to have a higher prevalence of depressive episodes as compared to participants who consumed meat. This association is independent of socioeconomic, lifestyle factors, and nutrient deficiencies.
At the beginning of each fiscal year, funds are allocated to each state account in accordance with the university's financial plan. Funds are allocated to each account by objects of expenditure. Account managers are responsible for ensuring that adequate funds are available in the appropriate object before initiating transactions to use the funds.
Atoms of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are put together to make molecules of sugar, a carbohydrate food substance. The carbon comes from carbon dioxide gas in the air. Air enters through holes, called stomata, in the plant's leaves. The hydrogen and oxygen come from water.
Augustus was given the powers of an absolute monarch, but he presented himself as the preserver of republican traditions. He treated the Senate, or State Council, with great respect,
and was made consul year after year. He successfully reduced the political power of the army by retiring many soldiers, but giving them land or money to keep their loyalty.
Aussie researchers say boiling peanuts takes away most of what triggers allergies from the legumes, and can potentially be reintroduced to people to eliminate their peanut allergies. The team collected 70 kids aged 6 to 18 with peanut allergies, and gave them 12-hour boiled peanuts for 12 weeks, 2-hour boiled peanuts for 20 weeks, and finished with roasted peanuts for 20 weeks.